Hi, I am Skype's Timelines, and this is the third episode of Finalizing Older Cities. In this episode, I will show you what I came up with a new DLC called Raceday. Firstly, I must say the announcement of this DLC came as a huge surprise, and a pleasant one. As a fan of F1 and sometimes running marathons, a proper way to make circuits for racing was always needed, and the ability to have a city marathon has been on my wish list. Imaginary one. I never ever thought this day would actually come. I thought these would be the last ideas to be applied to the game. And in all honesty, I wasn't even sure if CS1 was gonna get a single DLC anymore. So, hearing about the DLC was a huge surprise. But when the day came, and I purchased the DLC, installed it and started playing, well, the pleasant surprise turned into some kind of disappointment. I found some of the features incredibly frustrating, and I've only touched the racetrack thing, not the marathon or cycling event. Firstly, attaching some road types to another was seemingly hard, at least compared to normal roads. Not being able to make normal streets a part of the circuit is also a bummer. I mean, how is the marathon event thing going to work if using normal roads isn't an option? And if it is an option for marathons, then why can't it be for motor racing? Also, I struggled to find out how many garages you need to be able to have a race in there. And to be honest, I still don't know. I just simply implanted enough of them. Also, you can have garages only on one side of the pit lane. There aren't even any props to put between the pit lane and the race road, or simply separate them by a simple wall. Pit entry/exit is a different type of road from the pit lane road, which is also quite annoying. Grandstands come only in 3 sizes, all of which do have the same width, effectively limiting the use of the smaller ones a lot. There is no option for to mark areas as so-called free zones to make them count on the spectator capacity as well. Well, also the racing looks pretty stupid. Now, I understand that this is a DLC for a city building game, so it doesn't have to be as much made for racing enthusiasts as racing games and their track editors would be. But come on, if this part of the DLC tells anything about how the marathon or cycling event things are going to be, I will say this is by far the least worth of money DLC so far. But to end on a positive note, I do appreciate the idea, and I was able to make a race happen in the end, so it is not a total catastrophe. And it also finally made me to start a new CS1 project that I've been waiting to start and basically postponed it a lot in order to finish this Finalizing Cities project. So, next video will be about a new series coming in, and then according to your response, I will either continue with that one or take turns between this and that. Regardless of anything, I hope you enjoyed and remember to subscribe and stuff.